India just sent a message that can't be ignored. The Agni-5, nuclear-capable, MIRV-equipped and able to strike over 5,000 kilometers, has roared off its launch pad in Odisha. China, Pakistan, both are now firmly in range. As Modi prepares to face Xi in China, New Delhi flexes power not only for its rivals, but for the world to see. India has successfully test-fired the Agni-5, an indigenously developed intermediate-range ballistic missile capable of carrying a nuclear warhead. The launch took place in the eastern state of Odisha, with the Defence Ministry confirming that the system validated all operational and technical parameters. According to the Centre for Strategic and International Studies Missile Defence Project, the Agni-5 has a range of more than 5,000 kilometres, placing much of China and Pakistan within its reach. Analysts view the test as part of India's ongoing effort to strengthen deterrence against its two nuclear-armed rivals. The timing is notable, as Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is preparing for his first visit to China in years, where he is set to attend the Shanghai Cooperation Organisation summit in Tianjin later this month. The test also follows a recent visit to New Delhi by Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, who held discussions aimed at easing tensions. India and China have remained locked in a strained relationship since the deadly border clashes in 2020 along the Himalayas. Those events drove bilateral ties to their lowest point in decades. According to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, while Beijing has expanded its nuclear arsenal to an estimated 600 warheads, India is believed to maintain a stockpile of about 180. Beyond defence calculations, New Delhi and Beijing have recently reopened channels of engagement. Both sides agreed to resume commercial flights suspended during the pandemic, reissuing visas and restoring access for Indian pilgrims to religious sites in Tibet. Modi described his meeting with Wang Yi as an important step in building stable, predictable, constructive ties between India and China. A relationship, he said, would significantly contribute to peace and prosperity across the region. The Agni-5 trial also reinforces India's strategic position within Asia's shifting security balance. The missile is one among several indigenously produced systems designed to extend the country's deterrence posture, particularly in light of Pakistan's own nuclear arsenal. The neighbours clashed earlier this year in their deadliest exchange in decades, when each carried out strikes deep inside the other's territory. Developed by the Defence Research and Development Organisation, the Agni-5 is equipped with MIRV technology, which stands for Multiple Independently Targetable Re-entry Vehicle. That means one missile can carry and launch multiple nuclear warheads at different targets, an upgrade that puts India's deterrence on a new level. The Agni-5 belongs to a series that forms the backbone of India's land-based nuclear strike force. Each missile in the Agni line was built for a different range and purpose. The Agni-1, with a range under 1,000 kilometers, is mainly aimed at Pakistan. Agni-2 extends to about 2,000 kilometers, covering much of South Asia. Agni-3 and Agni-4 reach up to 3,500 kilometers, a capability designed with China in mind. Agni-5, with a declared range of more than 5,000 kilometers, stands out. It is the first in the series to deploy MIRV technology, giving India the ability to strike multiple distant targets with one launch. What makes Agni-5 different is not just its range, but the technology inside. It uses a three-stage solid-fuel propulsion system, allowing greater distance and reliability. Built with composite materials, the missile is lighter and more efficient. Its guidance system combines gyroscope-based sensors with satellite navigation, including India's own NAV-IC. The canisterised launch platform ensures mobility and rapid deployment. Upgrades in avionics and heat shielding make it more accurate and resilient. With these advances, Agni-5 signals India's determination to maintain credible minimum deterrence, combining strength with strategic stability. India's military test comes against a backdrop of shifting alliances and economic frictions that extend well beyond its borders. New Delhi has been seen by Washington as a potential counterweight to China within the Quad security grouping, alongside the United States, Australia and Japan. Yet relations with Washington have been strained in recent months. American President Donald Trump has threatened to impose tariffs of up to 50% on Indian imports, citing New Delhi's continued purchases of Russian oil as grounds for the penalty. The warning, set to take effect later this month, adds a layer of economic uncertainty to a partnership the US has sought to cultivate. Analysts note that such trade disputes risk pushing India and China closer together, despite their lingering strategic mistrust. According to data compiled by CypherEye, China, meanwhile, continues to serve as Pakistan's main defense partner, providing more than 80% of Islamabad's imported weapons. Pakistan has also aligned itself with Beijing's Belt and Road Initiative, deepening trilateral ties that India views with caution. Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif is also expected in Tianjin for the upcoming Shanghai Cooperation Organisation meeting. The SCO summit, therefore, looms as a complex stage for diplomacy. Modi will join both Xi Jinping and Shehbaz Sharif in a setting that brings together allies and rivals. His decision to attend marks his first trip to China since 2018 and follows his encounter with Xi last October on the sidelines of the BRICS summit in Russia. While military demonstrations such as the Agni-5 trial highlight India's determination to maintain credible deterrence, New Delhi is also signalling readiness to manage its fraught ties with Beijing. As Modi put it this week, constructive engagement between the two Asian giants has the potential to shape not only the regional landscape, but also the wider international order.